Can you hear me at all? It's pretty laggy from my end, so if you can hear me, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll adjust the settings. Loud and clear. Sweet as. How he's going? That's the go. Where are all you guys from? The sale. The sale is on. My God. What a sale it is too. Holy crap. Let's just hit the refresh. 107. I tell you what, guys, this is nuts. Like, I knew it was going to keep coming down, and I knew until there was some official word coming out from China, it was going to at least stay steady, if not drop more. But I did not expect it to drop this much. But I tell you what, if it isn't a good time to accumulate at extremely decent prices, and I don't know what is, because far out. It's absolutely bonkers. I mean, we were at like 178 billion like a week and a half ago. Like, it's just absolutely nuts. Perth, hell yeah. Townsville, oh sweet dude. I used to live in Townsville when I was a kid. I've had several friends actually live in Townsville as well, in the army. Queensland, yeah, go Queensland. I'm a Brizzy boy, born and bred. Bye. Yep, you're right, Jono. 100%, mate. 100%. Gladstone, yeah, nice. Been in Gladstone. Sweet. A good spread. Oh, Cowboys. I've got to apologise too, guys. I've got like a really crappy old laptop, and I had two screens, and so I would have been able to look at stuff and have the comments on the next screen so I could actually talk to you guys while we looked at stuff, but the screens died. So I'm just going to have to change between like the news and the market and then come back to look at the comments. So I do apologise for that. I am going to invest in some better IT equipment very soon. So yeah, I do apologise for that, guys. So I just can't believe, like, even Bitcoin, eh? So looking at the global charts, like, man, look at that drop. It's like a black diamond run, double black, just straight down. Tell you what, though, you know, I sound like an idiot saying this, but my biggest problem right now is having no fiat currency left to buy more, because if I did, I would be getting as much as I could right now, because yeah, I don't know if we're going to see a drop like this again in such a short amount of time. Like, and it's really interesting. I wanted to show you guys this article published by Money Morning Australia today. Is it Bitcoin hunting season? Yes, it is. Now, you guys probably would have noticed that you had the Chinese People's Bank of China, right? You then had JP Morgan's CEO. There's also now news coming out of India, I believe, again with a bank. Now, Crypto Daily summed this up very well in his video today or yesterday about coordinated attacks. Now, you could call it a conspiracy theory, but what is the probability that all these senior people in the banking sector all come out very publicly with negative news against cryptocurrency within a very short space of time? Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely that that is a coincidence. So I'll just leave that thought there. But this article is really interesting, and it uses an analogy of an old Looney Tunes cartoon. But the interesting thing I wanted to share with you guys that I picked up was there are two ex-Goldman Sachs executives that have left Goldman Sachs for cryptocurrencies. So Paul Camp, he was head of global head of transactions. So that's a pretty big deal. JP Morgan's one of the biggest banks in the world. It's a pretty big deal. Left JP Morgan to become the CFO of Circle, a digital currency wallet company. So I found it right here back in 2014. So he saw the potential of blockchain, he saw the potential of cryptocurrencies, and he left. So how does Jamie Dimon, does this not affect his credibility? Why doesn't he talk about these people when he mentions that Bitcoin is tulip mania? Do they realize when they say tulip mania that they're talking about a flower? Like a literal flower. I don't know. I just think that's crazy. Oh, here we go. Some good comments. BTC's tech, etc. is crap. There are loads of better coins, but all experts still say it's the safest bet. Why would you not just invest everything in better altcoins? Well, because, Coach, Bitcoin there's a few fundamentals why Bitcoin is the lowest risk and the safest investment, in my opinion. It's been around for 8 years. The data has shown a median price increase of 25% per month for 8 years. The technology might not be the best, but it's the most well known in the public perception. So psychology is like, in my opinion, the psychology of the market in cryptocurrencies and in the normal stock market as well is like 70 to 80% of the game. It's human psychology, because at the end of the day, it's mostly human beings doing these trades until artificial intelligence comes in and starts doing automated trading, which in a way it already is. But Bitcoin will survive because Bitcoin is also upgradable, and it's being upgraded slowly over time, right? So because you have 8 years of data, it's the most well known in public perception, it gets the most media coverage, it has the greatest spread of volume in terms of trading all around the world on so many exchanges. The risk of Bitcoin crashing to zero is far less than an altcoin crashing to zero. Does that make sense? That's what I think anyway. Looking at loans. Don't do that. Don't do that, mate. I know it's tempting, but don't do it. Trav, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Anthony, thanks, dude. I really appreciate it, guys. Like, more than you realize. The whole reason I've kept on going is because of the awesome comments you guys give me, it's like appreciated so much. Is there anything else, or is that it? No, that's it. Yeah, 1K subs, eh? Who would have thought? Like, I wouldn't have. That's the crazy thing. I definitely wouldn't have thought that. What are your thoughts on the cliff high predictions? Jono, I don't really, I haven't really looked at too much of Cliff High's stuff. Like, I've seen little bits and pieces, but probably not enough to actually comment on it. I do know that a lot of people give him credibility. I know that he's an old dude. I'd be interested to know what he actually uses for his predictions. What's your total view count at? The total view count's at like nearly 50,000, but I think I got I think one of my videos actually got not scammed, but I think there was an artificial 20,000 views actually came in on one of my videos because I looked at it, and but there was basically no data other than 20,000 views coming out of America, and it happened overnight. And I researched the video, and my wife even researched it as well, and all signs pointed to it being artificial. So they can actually set up like a viewing bot to view videos, and they do it with like an ad blocker, and they artificially pump up a view on your video. Why they did it for me, I'm still trying to work that out, but if you take that out, I've got probably like 20,000 views, I think, which is epic. I mean, 20,000 views, that's 20,000 people have watched my stuff. I don't think that's crazy. Tulip comment, Google Tulip financial bubble for context. Oh, yeah, I know what it is. I know what the Tulip financial bubble is. I know that they use the Tulip mania as an analogy for what's happening, but what I think is, I think it's an uneducated, ignorant analogy to use. That's what I think. You can't, because what I find the people in the traditional finance sector do is they actually don't understand the fundamental blockchain technology. So they just see Bitcoin as a digital currency, and they go, oh, there's this digital thing, ones and zeros, worth a lot of money. But it's not. It's the blockchain technology. It's decentralized, encrypted blocks with a distributed ledger that cuts out the middleman. So you have literally people using their processing power of their computers to verify transactions across the world without the need for an intermediary. That's where the value of Bitcoin comes into. It's cutting out like layer upon layer of financial services where you have outdated computer systems and databases and still human entry validating transactions. So Bitcoin and even Ethereum with smart contracts does away with the need of a human trusted intermediary, and it's done automatically, and it's an unhackable system, and there are every single record of every transaction is saved on the blockchain. So that's the technology. That's where the value comes into Bitcoin, and obviously supply and demand economics, like I always talk about. But that's why when I hear them say, compare it to Tulip Mania, they're comparing it to the price being driven up on a flower. What purpose, what value can a flower add other than looking pretty on your kitchen for a few days? I don't know. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it, man. Really appreciate it. And TBH82, thank you, mate. I really appreciate that. IOTA, you know what? Man, I've got to look into IOTA. I own IOTA, and that's the dumb thing. I own it, but I haven't looked into it a lot. But I've done well on the buy. But you know, there's a lot of hype around IOTA, and I hear a lot about it. I know it's fee-free transactions or something. I've got to look into it, guys. So many damn cryptocurrencies. It's like impossible to stay on top of. It's ridiculous. I don't know how anyone can like stay on top of it. Love the Tangle. Yeah, I've heard about the Tangle stuff, so I've got to look into it, guys. I really do. If you're interested in receiving multiple Bitcoins from a cloud mining Bitcoin vault, don't send a guy an email. Just don't. Some flowers you can smoke. Yeah, I suppose. Yep. Owner and bite ball. Yeah, okay. Do it. Free airdrops. Oh, okay. So back to this article, guys. We looked at this Paul Camp. The second one is Blythe Masters. So she left JP Morgan in March 2015 to become the CEO of Digital Asset Holdings, a company looking to use Bitcoin technology to make trading more efficient for financial institutions. So, two former global heads of JP Morgan within 6 months, within 3 to 4 months of each other, left JP Morgan for cryptocurrency. So, that speaks a lot. That speaks a lot. They're senior positions. These people would have been on good money in those jobs. I'll tell you right now. They would have been on really, really good money, and they left those jobs for cryptocurrency. So I would love to hear Jamie Dimon's thoughts on those two. And this is Digital Assets. Welcome, company. Digital Asset is the leading provider of distributed ledger technology to regulated financial institutions. See, there you go, guys. Like, you know, for my subscribers that watch a lot of my stuff, you know, I talk about contacts in the industry. Contacts can make or break a company. 100%. Like, don't ever understate or underestimate the power of relationships and rapport and friendships. Like, these people, the one thing I look at when I look at ICOs to invest in is I look at the backgrounds of the team, the history in the industry that they're creating the ICO for, or the problem they're trying to solve, and how long. Because the contacts, because if a startup company comes up with a really good idea and they're trying to penetrate a very difficult industry, let's just use banking as an example. If they don't have any contacts, if they don't have any people they know that they can set up a meeting with, or maybe that if they don't have someone that can go that extra mile for them to help them get their idea at least presented to the people that should be presented to, that can make or break a company, an ICO, a startup, whatever. So contacts are huge. Like, they're a huge, huge, huge deal. So this lady, this Blythe, she's started this company, or she's left for this company, and she is probably, to them, she is the person who has the contacts into the financial industry. Some people get paid massive money just for being a facilitator. There's someone who is a very good communicator. They're good with people, and companies will pay those people massive money, literally just to connect them with the industries that they need to be connected with. It's really crazy, guys. It's really crazy. Ranjith, bro, no one's going to send you an email, bro. I removed him, guys. I don't want to remove people, but you're just spamming, bro. Leocoin. Man, I don't know anything about Leocoin, to be honest. Literally zero. Do you feel the turning point for a price boom will be after regulations come in, making the public trust it more, and banks introduce crypto collaborations? That's a good question. That's a good question. Yes and no. So I think regulations are good to a certain degree. So I think like regulations in China, for example, for the ICOs are needed 100%, because like you can read into the FUD and you can go, oh, you know, China are just doing this and that to crash the market, whatever. But they actually did have like between 50 to 60 ICOs on the books getting ready to start. And if you look at basic statistics on startup companies, which is 90% of them are going to fail. So 90% of that 60 are going to fail. All right, so what's that? 54 of those companies. Now, let's just say, for example, 30% of that 60 were scams. So, you know, what are you talking there? 18. So you got 18 companies are scams, and some of these ICOs were raising how many millions of dollars in a short amount of time. And the sad thing is, guys, like, while I love the fact that anyone with the internet can invest into cryptocurrencies, the sad thing is a lot of people get into this market new and will jump into these ICOs because they've seen the massive gains that people have gotten. And if they get scammed, they lose their money. And that's really sad. Like, that's the worst thing for cryptocurrency. So it had to happen. But in terms of regulating cryptocurrency in general, one of the only positive regulations I see is when a country legalizes the currency to be used as a regular form of payment for businesses and services. So Japan legalized Bitcoin, so you can pay for Bitcoin over the counter at basically anywhere that accepts it. It is now legal tender in conjunction with the Japanese yen. So that is an extremely good thing. Like, that's amazing. Do you think it's a good time to buy Bitcoin and enter on the market? Bitcoin is fake. Bitcoin Cash is real. Come on, bros. Whatever. Hugo, do you think it's a good time to buy Bitcoin? Hugo, in my opinion, mate, Bitcoin was a good time to buy at its all-time high. But that's like my long-term look at Bitcoin. Like, when I look at Bitcoin, I'm looking 5 to 10 years in the future. 99% of every cryptocurrency I buy, I hold. I don't sell, and I'm not going to sell for years and years and years, because we're at the start of a revolution. We are getting the chance that people got at the start of the dot-com boom, but this isn't the dot-com boom. So personally, I don't think it's ever a bad time to buy Bitcoin. And given Bitcoin's just dropped how much in value, man. Oh, Trav, good question, mate. DMarket. Oh, I love DMarket. I love it. I got in on pre-ICO. Trav, DMarket's going to be huge, man. Massive. And I'll tell you why. So the main guy, I can't remember his name, in DMarket, has been in the game industry for, I think, 8 or 9 years. If you have looked into DMarket, you'll know as well. He's made millions of dollars selling games. He has contacts, and they have one of the senior blockchain developers from Dash. Now, my long-term subs know that blockchain developers there's a shortage around the world of blockchain developers. So having a blockchain developer with even a year to 2 years experience is a massive bonus. And DMarket, that blockchain developer, has got over 4 years experience and he's come from Dash. That's a huge deal. And plus, in the pre-ICO, they only produced, I think, 36 million tokens. So the total supply is really low. Now, there is the second phase of the ICO coming up. However, I think there's like 750 tokens per 1 ether. So I think you might get 10 to 20 million more tokens produced. So in my honest opinion, I think you'll have between 50 to 60 total tokens, 50 to 60 million total tokens produced during DMarket. I think that the industry they're going for is massive. Being an ex-gamer myself, I used to love massive online multiplayer games. If I could have played a game, got a rare item, and then sold that for, say, $100, man, that's the coolest thing in the world. You're looking at like hundreds of people living in their mum's basements, thousands, hundreds of thousands living in their mum's basements that can make a living playing games. That's crazy. Is this the time to enter Bitcoin and altcoin? Reply. That's up to you, mate. I hope that you know enough about the market that you can make that decision yourself. Or they lose data and therefore lost money. I'm on the other side of the world, man. Portugal. Hell yeah. Props to Portugal, man. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Are you even on the power pre-sale? Such a great concept, linking Australian governments with cryptos. Yes and no, Jono. I'm not. I didn't invest, although I did a review on it. I work in the power sector for the government, for the state government. I have for over 10 years. You're kind of correct and kind of not at the same time, linking governments with cryptos. Yeah, look, it's going to be interesting, man. The power industry has a lot of regulation. Like, I'm talking multiple layers of regulation. You're talking national regulation, state. You've got bodies such as the Australian Energy Regulator, which is like an independent body created under the federal government to essentially moderate and tell power companies how much they can spend on their capital expenditure, their maintenance. You've got AEMO, which is the Australian Energy Market Operator. There's a lot of players in the power field. But we simply have to have regulations for tax purposes. Well, that's right. I mean, yeah. Yep. How risky do you think your Power Ledger ICO is, given that it started around the regulation? I don't know if Power Ledger is really all that risky, because they have a really strong team. And they've got a guy in the team that's worked for 2 state-owned power companies. So he's going to have contacts. Yeah, I don't think it's that risky, but put it this way, Chris, I don't think you're going to make a lot of money in a short amount of time. Put it that way. And that has to be a criteria if you're looking at investing in a company, right? I mean, you got to believe in the idea, you got to believe in the team, you got to know it's a safe investment yourself, but you're there to make money, aren't you? So I think you will, but I think it's going to take a lot of time, Chris. That's my opinion, mate. Bought on my God, but it appears to be too hard to transfer to my Trezor. Just wondered where to get paper wallet store. Oh my God. I don't know, Clear Skies. Sorry. Maybe in the meantime you could stick it on my Ether wallet, because it is an ERC20 token. What platform is DMarket on? The ICO was on Ethereum, ERC20, but the tokens are going to be exchangeable for different tokens, I think, towards the end of the year, because they're making their own blockchain. My concern is I may buy now, or it's better wait a little more time, wait Bitcoin goes even more down and buy later. Well, welcome to the market, Hugo. No one can predict the market, man. No one can predict it. China shuts down second exchange. Oh, really? Wow. Do you think it's a good time to pull out of Bitcoin? My personal opinion, Clumsy, no. As an ex, yeah, you're right, mate. Anthony, 100%. Hey, Bo, if you had XXX to invest and wanted a 5 to 10 year return, and you're willing to just leave it for a year, which coin do you think could reach that? Neo, oh my God, or 10x? Truth is, Blake, Neo's got massive potential, but at this time, if you haven't bought any, I would wait, because it's a little bit too high risk with everything going on in China. Do I think it'll survive long term? Yes. But you'd rather go for a safer option. If I had to put it into one, geez, man, I love 10x. I love, oh my God. Probably, oh my God. Probably OMG. And the reason why is because OMG is a subsidiary of Amis. They're an established country that's already penetrated the Asian markets, whereas 10x is a startup company that is doing well, but they have a long way to go. Sale is going to get 90%. Hell yeah. Love me a sale, guys, that's for sure. Oh my God, Exodus wallet. Oh, there you go. XRP is a good choice long term, of course. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know about Ripple, hey. I've dabbled in Ripple, and I haven't been impressed. It hasn't impressed me. I'm not impressed, Ripple, sorry. I'm not impressed. What are my predictions regarding the value of Bitcoin? It's going to go very high. Very, very, very high in the years to come. That's my prediction. You're welcome, Blake. Thanks for the feedback. This is fun. I'm really enjoying this. Like, it's crazy. I'm just talking to these people that follow me and watch my stuff. I mean, it's nuts. I really appreciate everything you guys do and support. Like, it means so much. Out of beers on the bourbon. Nice. Go the old burbs. So I shouldn't be worried and stick it out. Well, Clumsy, the thing is, mate, like, I guess there's a couple of fundamentals. Thanks, man. Really appreciate that. There's a couple of fundamentals, mate. Like, if you pull out, you're obviously going to lose money unless you got it a long time ago. The only advice I would ever say to someone to pull out at a loss in a strong coin like Bitcoin is if you desperately need that money. Like, if you need that money to pay your rent, or if you need that money to feed yourself, that'd be the only way. The only advice I'd ever say to pull out, because this is just a dint. This is just a dint in the long-term roadmap of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. No government can stop them. They can try, but they have to shut down the internet if they stop it. Have I heard of Brave web browser? Yeah, I'm using it right now. Love Brave. A little bit buggy, but come to Portugal, make some surf and buy. Yeah, Hugo. I'm a surfer, actually, mate. So we could go for a surf and go down to the friendly Bitcoin exchange, buy some Bitcoin, have a coffee. Why is everything crashing so bad? Honestly, nothing has fundamentally changed with most cryptos. 100% right, Sparksy. The reason why, mate, is because of psychology. Market psychology, that's why. Psychology rules. Some people look at charts. I don't. I've looked at charts before, don't get me wrong, and I like them. But the market's 90% psychology, guys. Read, like, if you want to learn about the psychology of the market, read book by Tony Robbins, Unshakable. Crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy stuff. Hello, Australia. Hey, Kiwi. CryptoCoin. Yeah, boy. Love New Zealand. Been in New Zealand, I think, 10 times now. I go nearly every year. I love it. I pop chunk change into it. I put in 200, so it's down 126. Oh, yeah, man. You're clumsy. You'll be fine, mate. You'll be right. Unless you need it, mate. Like, if you're new to this, Clumsy, I feel really sorry for you, man, because I can imagine how you would feel. But let me show you guys something. I'll show you when I got into the market, okay? So let's look at the last month. Actually, no, I've been in for way longer than that. What am I talking about? Okay, let's go all time. I'll show you guys when I got in and what I had to write out. So, guys, I got in here. So I rode the wave. I was looking at massive gains. I was like, oh, Lambo, it's coming. Getting a green one. It's going to be sick. Then it just went, boom. And it sucked. It stressed me out. But you know what I did? I listened to some smart people, and I just kept accumulating all the way down. Kept accumulating, kept buying more. I couldn't feed it enough. And then it just went, and I was just like, Lambo's coming again. Getting a green one. Get me a green Lambo. Then boom. So once you've been through this, you become more resilient, and you grow stronger, and you're essentially, your tolerance for stress becomes bigger and bigger. But it reinforces the strategy of when you are investing, especially in a highly volatile and new market such as cryptocurrencies, to only invest what you literally can afford to lose, because if you don't, you'll be really struggling and you'll be way more stressed. So if you just put aside like a small amount, and that's all you invest, is just a small amount, and you've psychologically told yourself, if that goes to zero tomorrow, I'll be okay. I can handle that. Like, I can do that. You'll be fine. You'll weather the storm. Way better, guys. YouTube won't be happy. That's true. That is true, Coach. What are your predictions on that Bitcoin Cash, the real Bitcoin that is? Man, Bitcoin Cash is not the real Bitcoin. What are you talking about? When will this crash end in your opinion? Sparksy, my opinion is the crash will end in one or two ways. One, China comes out and officially gives their regulations as to what they are actually doing, which no one even knows yet. They're banning exchanges. They've temporarily halted ICOs. Once they officially come out and the news, even if it's not optimistic, but it's factual in the terms of, okay, ICOs have been banned. We're shutting down some exchanges, but we have regulations coming soon. We want to vet ICOs. We want to vet exchanges. And if they go through this process, they'll be listed and they'll be able to exchange cryptocurrencies. If news like that comes out, the market's going to go nuts. Absolutely nuts. If it doesn't and the pessimism continues, there'll be a point where the market will bounce and it'll be a very slow recovery. But it will get back to where it was. It'll just be a slower recovery. That's my opinion. Love these comments, guys. Keep them coming. So cool talking to you guys. I'm new, yes. A few weeks in. Yeah, man. You'll be right, bro. You'll be right. Just grind it out, mate. Keep watching. Like, Clumsy, do yourself a favor after this. Go to my videos and watch a video I made called Crypto Bloodbath or something like that. It's just a dumb video I made to make people laugh. Go and watch it. You'll feel heaps better. I'm going to cost average down to the bottom. Deals galore. Probably go for, oh my god, 10x and Neo. Any other suggestions? Look, strong coins, crypto, like I said in a video I think yesterday, Ethereum, because Ethereum is used for ICOs, right? So, well, a lot of ICOs. So if you're planning on going to ICOs, the cheaper you get Ethereum, the cheaper you're going to get the tokens for. So that's a good one too. Just funded my Coinspot yesterday. Sport for choice with these prices. Yeah, you're right, mate. Now to research and decide where to invest first. Exciting times. Yeah, guys, if you're new to the market, just stick with the strong ones for now. That's my advice. Just stick with the strong ones, guys, because they're lower risk. You're not going to see as high returns in a quick amount of time, but that's okay. You're better off sticking with the really strong ones, maybe like the top 5, and go to the high risk as you learn more. Go to the altcoins as you learn more and you become more familiar with the market, and you get to the point where you can tolerate a higher level of risk. See, I've been investing for a lot of years and years and years, not into cryptocurrencies, but into other assets. So it's easier for me. It's still stressful, but it's easier for me. So that's my advice. Just take it easy and just, yeah, research as much as you can, because you'll become addicted, I'll tell you what. It's stressing because my parents weren't for it. Obviously the time now doesn't help, but I believe in good time will come through. Well, I've just put in what I can afford. I'm only a young. Good, mate. That's good. Good on you. Neo's bound to rebound soon. It will, Sparksy, but it's going to take some positive news off the back of China. Do you think the amount of technology being built off the Ethereum platform and with Bitcoin transactions slowing down, do you ever see the value of Ethereum reaching and also surpassing Bitcoin? Possibly, but see, the thing is, Ethereum's got a much higher circulating supply, all right? So if we have a look at Ethereum, guys, see, Ethereum's got 94 million circulating supply. So basic economics, supply and demand. Bitcoin has got a maximum supply, 21 million. Circulating supply, 16 million. Rumors are there's already been a couple of million tokens lost forever, just from people losing wallets, computers dying with the wallets on there, people going to jail and their coins getting seized, lots of different things, guys. So there's basically a couple of million Bitcoins have been lost. So let's say, make an assumption and say that the total circulating supply will be, say, 19 million. That's really low. And because Bitcoin has the really high public perception, and it's because it's the main coin that everyone knows about, I think it'll take a long time for Ethereum to catch up to it in terms of market cap. But the price of Ethereum, I don't think will ever come close to Bitcoin. Currently shorting Bitcoin. When do you think I should be looking to close my trades? Oh man, I'm hesitant to give you trading advice, mate. I'm a long-term investor. Green is nice. Right, empty Aussie movie coolers. Your predictions for Ethereum and Bitcoin in 5 to 10 years? That's hard. It's hard because the news dictates the price. But Bitcoin in 5 years, I would be like, conservatively, I would be surprised if Bitcoin isn't 20 or 30 grand in 5 years a coin. How did the crash affect you? Was it stressing? As much as I know I'm not afraid to lose or put in, I always get that feeling, you know. To be honest, Clumsy, I've been in this for long enough now, man, that when I see red, I see dollar signs. I see an opportunity to get coins at amazing prices. I actually doesn't stress me at all anymore. In fact, I'm so bullish on cryptocurrencies in the long term that I just see sales. I just see more opportunities. Like I said earlier, my biggest regret right now is not having more money to pump into it. And I'm down a fair bit. As anyone in this game is, I'm down a lot. But long-term strategy, you accumulate when the market is down. You buy when there's blood on the streets, even when that blood is your own. Coming from one of the richest, arguably most sinister bankers in the world. So what do we get now? 104. Let's hit the refresh. Man, 103. Okay, so it hasn't dropped too much. If it goes under 100, I'm just dropping the mic. Boom. I will just be crazy. I tell you what, guys. Look, let me tell you the coins you should be looking out for. Bitcoin, obviously. If I had a portfolio right now, well, if I had fiat to put in, I'd probably be going 60% into Bitcoin. Ethereum depends. If I was going to go in ICOs, I'd be pumping some into Ethereum. Litecoin, I'd be putting some into Litecoin. I'd be staying away from Neo at the moment just because I hold Neo. Like, I hold a fair bit of Neo and I'm holding on to it, but just I would rather not put any new money into it until I know what's going on in China. Omisa goes down to $7. What? Man, that is crazy. I'll tell you what, guys, if you are like a massive risk taker, like if good news comes out of China, you're going to see massive gains on Neo, Qtum, and H-share. Massive. Like if you love a good risk, and you have extremely thick skin and you are very resilient, you're going to see massive gains. Absolutely massive gains if good news comes out of China. But, you know, everyone's got their own risk level. Far out, guys. It's so crazy. So crazy. Hey, Bo, hope you're well. G-Dub, what's going on, man? What do you think about mining platforms like Bitcup and Genesis Mining? G-Dub, I don't know a lot about mining, mate. I haven't really looked into it. Like, I have looked into it. I was going to mine LBRY, but I don't know enough to comment, mate. Sorry. Dogecoin. Doge. Yeah, I'm not a doger. What's the coin that's given you the best return on investment if you bought a coin at a super cheap price? Blake, my best return on investment has come from a coin called Bitcoins. Done very well on that. Buffett, yeah, Buffett. Well, he's one, Bradley. There's a few, but Buffett's got some amazing quotes about long term. Not down until you sell. What is your favorite coin apart from Bitcoin? Yeah. Amazing advice. Appreciate it. Good stuff. Shared your channel with a few more mates. Thanks, Clumsy, man. Really appreciate that, mate. I'm glad I could help. Really glad I could help. Makes me feel really good. Does your partner back your choices 100%? Good question. Not at first. It took me a while. Yeah, I basically had to tell her to go and do her own research because she just wouldn't believe me. What's up? Yeah, cool. Which site are you getting the prices from? It's called coinmarketcap.com, and it's like the #1 go-to. You see all the big YouTubers on this because it's really good. It's absolutely fantastic. And a lot of things people don't realize is like, let's just say you go to Amisco, there's a lot of really good information here. So if you go to markets, you can actually see all the exchanges that coin is being traded on. So one thing to look out for, guys, if you're looking for good up-and-coming coins that are good platforms, if they don't have many exchanges, that can be a good opportunity to get in, because once the number of exchanges goes up, you essentially have the opportunity for the liquidity to increase and more people to have access to that coin. So you're basically like, you've got a fixed supply, but as exchanges increase, you are increasing the probability of demand. So you know what I'm saying? You can actually, That's why I'm really bullish on Blockcat, because Blockcat has a super low supply. It's pretty cheap. Oh God, I don't even know how much it is at the moment. Let's go and have a look. Wow, 70 cents. So Blockcat has got a super low supply. It's only traded. Oh, okay, it's traded on 2 exchanges now. Last time I checked, it was only EtherDelta. EtherDelta is like hard to use too, and that's why like only like seasoned cryptocurrency investors get onto EtherDelta. Let me tell you. So as a long-term project, like Blockcat's got massive potential with that low supply. But anyway, back to the data on cryptocurrency market cap or coin market cap. You got social as well, so you can look at their Twitter. Tools has got some good. Oh well, you can just add stuff into your website if you've got your own website. But historical data is really good as well. So I'll often like export all of this into a spreadsheet and just do some statistics on it, which is pretty cool. And you can just go to their website and stuff too, and it tells you the rank. There's like so much good information on this website. It's an absolute pearler. Bitcoins, yeah, Bitcoins is going to be massive, mate. I'll tell you that right now. I'm part of a really strong community, and there's a lot of people behind it. I bought it when it was almost at its 6K peak. Should I hold? I'm in quite a deficit right now. So, Dina, I'm assuming you're talking about Bitcoin, mate. My advice, like I said before, man, is unless you have to sell it to feed your family or to pay rent or to do something, I would hold on, mate. You're in it for the long term. What is your estimate for how low the market cap can go? Oh, that's a good question. I didn't think it'd go this low, put it that way. What wallets exchanges would you recommend? I love Coinspot. I mention it on all my videos because, in my opinion, it's my favorite. I use it all the time. If we have a look here, it's an Aussie exchange. I don't know if you can use it internationally, but it's so good because it's safe, it's registered. It's got KYC, which is called Know Your Customer, which basically means that they have to feed the information that you have to register yourself as a real human being to trade. So they know you. It's got tons of coins. It's just a really good user interface. Hey, like it's just really easy. You don't have to deal with the candles and the stop losses and all that sort of stuff. And as a new person to the market, you're going to find this probably 10 times easier than 90% of exchanges out there. So that's Coinspot. If you do go to Coinspot, you'll find a link in the description of my videos. If you click the affiliate, it actually gives me helps out this channel, guys. So I'd appreciate that. But either way, whatever. My missus thinks I'm crazy. She did. My missus did too, Coach. 100%. My missus thought I was freaking insane. Should I sell or just hold? Well, it's up to you, Anthony, but I'm holding. Trick is to show your partner the Blockfolio app in your portfolio. That's what I did do. That's what I did do, Blake. When she went, yeah, I got around eventually. That would be American dollars because Coinspot showing. Yes, that's correct, please, guys. Yeah. Coinspot's in Aussie dollars. It's an Australian exchange, so that's why I love it. You know, it's an Aussie exchange. It's real easy to use. Yeah, I find it much easier to determine the value of a coin based on Aussie dollars, just because obviously that's our national currency. So many people hate on Coinspot. I love it. Yeah, they do. I don't like. What's the alternative? Like independent reserve? I don't mind independent reserve. I've used it, but there's like 3 coins on it. There's BTC markets. I think you can only buy like Bitcoin and Ethereum on. So I don't understand. Like Coinspot, you can buy. There's like 50 coins on there now, and it's secure. They have 2-factor authentication. It's super easy to use. You can transfer your coins out real easy. In my opinion, it's hands down the best exchange in Australia. There's just no question. So I have no problem recommending it because I use it every day. Love it. Can't believe we've got 45 people in here. That's so crazy, guys. So I appreciate you guys coming on here and having a chat with me. It's one of the coolest things I've ever done. That's for sure. Coinspot is the best. Fees are high, but best security and ease of use. I agree, Ace. The thing is too, though, like you'll buy a little bit higher, but you sell higher as well. So I think it actually equalizes. Can't wait for this to end so I can stop checking charts. Yeah, Sparksy, man, I feel ya. When it's bad, I don't even open my portfolio. I don't even look at it. No Coinspot in NZ. Yeah, right. You might have to use like an international exchange. I use a few, like this Coinbase and um, what else? Bittrex. Bittrex is alright, but like someone new to the market's going to probably struggle a little bit with Bittrex. There's Poloniex. Poloniex is clunkier. I'm not a huge fan of Poloniex. Coin Exchange is okay, but I don't keep the stuff on there for very long, put it that way. So, what have we got in the news today, guys? Here we go. Look, this is what I was saying before, guys, about coordinated news. I don't trust the media, eh? I just don't. I really don't. India's central bank considering creating digital rupee dislikes Bitcoin. They just had to say that, didn't they? Damn you, India central bank. Damn you, Reserve Bank of India. Why did you have to say you dislike Bitcoin? Why now? Why? Considering the possibility of issuing its own digital fiat currency as an alternative to Bitcoin. Cool. No worries. You can do that, but you don't have to zing Bitcoin while you're there. You know what I mean? Why zing it while you're there? The bank expresses displeasure with cryptocurrencies, calling them private. Of course. Guys, look into central banks, alright? Just look into central banks. You'll understand. You will understand everything. They can't control it. But the thing is, like, they can either come against Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and be negative, or they can get on the bandwagon, create their own digital currencies, accept it, and let their economies flourish as people who previously struggled to hold significant stores of value earn revenue off the increase in value of cryptocurrencies. Then they spend that money in the economy, and the economy goes up. That's why I just think these banks are thinking very short-sightedly, and they're being ignorant. They're being very ignorant, and it's a very old-fashioned, let's come against something that threatens us type of thinking. Love your channel, mate. I'm pretty new to this, and thanks, Dean. You're a legend, man. I really appreciate that comment. You'll be on LBRY in 5 years. Yeah, I already am on LBRY, but I don't really put much attention in it, to be honest. I can really only use Bittrex. Have we released below 38.2% Fibonacci level yet? I don't know, man. I don't really chart that much, to be honest. They dislike Bitcoin but want to create an equivalent. Yep, true that. Where do you see Bitcoin going in the next few years? I see Bitcoin going very high, my friend. Very high. Kane, you just repeated the exact same question, bruz. What's your thoughts on charts and technical analysis given the hype and social media driven nature of cryptos? Anthony, there's two schools of thought. I'm a member of a group with some extremely intelligent individuals, and they chart, and they are smart guys. They are like the charting for them that's what they live their life on, and it works for them. Me personally, I don't day trade, I long-term invest, and my observations have given me enough confidence that news and speculation and psychology drives 90% of the market. But that's my opinion. And because I'm a long-term investor, I would much rather just look at the news and determine my position and strategy moving forward than look at charts. But each to their own. I'm not discounting charts at all. As I said, there's some very smart cookies in the group that I'm a part of, and they've made some fantastic calls on charts. Even I've made calls on charts. One of my old videos, if you go and have a look, I said now's a good time to buy Ethereum, and it was based on charts, and I ended up being pretty much 100% correct. And the chart showed that, but the news dominates. So yeah, India's central bank. position of RBI and cryptocurrencies. So Indian central bank has been continuously issuing warnings to the public about the use of digital currencies. Such currencies present potential financial, consumer protection, legal and security. To who? To who? It's the person using the coin. Like, how does that... I love the argument when they say that Bitcoin can be used for illegal purposes. Can't normal cash? What did Pablo Escobar sell drugs for? What does any criminal element use or used before Bitcoin? I mean, come on. The argument just doesn't fly. Several media reports claim that cryptocurrency is becoming increasingly popular to investors. Of course it is. Look at the returns. Its popularity has reached greater heights since the assumption of Donald Trump as president of the US due to the huge jump in the prices of virtual currencies. I don't think you can tie the price of virtual currencies to Donald Trump's election. I like Trump, but he's old school. He's an old school cash boy. In his comment on the cryptocurrencies, the RBI Director, Governor Gandy, said that potential of virtual currencies is overstated, citing the absence of a monetary authority of central bank What? Why do you need a central bank supervising its use? Like, what if it's decentralized? If the source code dictates the verification of transactions, and the market dictates the price of Bitcoin, why does it need to be? Why do you need a central bank supervising it? Tell me that. Value seems to be a matter of speculation. Yeah, it is speculation. Speculation based on technology, not a flower. Litecoin down 5%. Damn. Greetings. New to CC in the last week and have lost since entering the markets. I'm sorry to hear that, Will. I really am, mate. I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Steam, Litecoin. Strong coins, Will. Strong coins, man. I haven't lost because I have not cashed out. Yeah, good. You're smart. You're onto it, mate. I'm sorry you came in at this time, man. I really am. But just stay strong, mate. Stay strong. Coin market cap you can measure in USD, but I think Ethereum measurement is broken. Yeah, okay. Green Day song, Wake Me Up When in September ends. Excess Wallet. Oh, I don't know enough about Excess Wallet. Sorry, Hugo. I'll keep it all. It was from my entertainment budget. It's gone, it's gone. If not, yay. What sort of entertainment? Bitcoin about to break 3. Yeah. Just keep buying, ignore the markets for now. Currencies will stabilise. Yeah, Coach is on it, guys. Coach knows what he's talking about. Wow. Wow. The bloodbath. This bloodbath is bleeding, isn't it? I've never seen the bloodletting before. It's like the old, like, I don't know if it was medieval times when they would like literally just cut someone's wrist and they would just like on their bed, they would literally just bleed to death, just bloodlet them. This is the bloodletting. Man. Let the blood, let it drain. So crazy. So crazy, guys. Far out. I haven't seen prices like this for a long time, like weeks and weeks. And it'd be so much higher right now if it wasn't for this stuff out of China. What are some other good sales at the moment? Civic. So a lot of people are very bullish on Civic, eh? I own Civic. I should look into it more, but I don't know enough about it. But I know it's like a privacy verification thing. I think there's a lot of use cases for it. Gas still, isn't that weird? Gas still going up, so people are accumulating the old gas, the Neo dividend. Interesting. What do they know that we don't? Binance. Wow. This is another Chinese coin, guys, like I was saying. Binance. Hcash. Where's Hcash? Went past it. Hshare, sorry. Qtum and Neo. If you're a real risk taker, like if you loved a good risk, you could see some tremendous returns on those if some good news comes out of China. But you got to be like a real risk taker, I think. I would shy from those for now, and would only get in after some good news comes out of China. But I hold Neo, and I'm not selling it. No way. I'd rather it go to zero than sell it. It's got too much long-term potential. What else? 32% Walton. I've got to do a review of Walton too. I've had a lot of people asking me to do that. I know it's like an asset tracking, like a supply chain stuff. Yeah, could be interesting. I've done a bit of study on supply chain stuff, so that could be interesting. No, limit coin. Whoa, whoa, crazy guys, so crazy. High price. Oh, that's kind of what I was thinking too. You read my mind. That's hilarious. What do I think of IOTA? Yeah, it's strong, man. Lisk. Get in, guys. Rebanding is coming. Hopefully by the time it happens, things settle. Ah, good advice. When September gets here, I'll buy more of each coin. Hope it keeps going. Yeah. I think once new second exchange in China shut down, this will compound. Yeah, probably, coach. You're right. 100%. So wait to invest past September. It's up to you, William. Me personally, mate, if I had more fiat currency, I would be buying more right now. That's just me. It could go down further. That's the risk you take. You don't know how far down it's going to go. It's the market dictates the price. But given my long-term bullish view on cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology, I think the prices at the moment are an absolute steal. When Bitcoin crashes and most alt can't trade against Bitcoin, shouldn't the alts gain Bitcoin value? Also, Ethereum always crashes at the same rate. It's just the whole market losing value. Yeah, generally. So, like, look at Bitcoin like the US dollar is to crude oil. So crude oil around the world is traded using US currency. It's like the international standard. So Bitcoin is like that for altcoins. Even though altcoins technically shouldn't be affected by Bitcoin, it's the psychology, and there's also a technical component as well, because Bitcoin is generally used to buy altcoins on exchanges. Is the cryptocurrency dead? Absolutely not. I think your beer is empty. Nah, there's a few bits left. I just haven't had a sip in a while. G'day, Bo. Fellow cryptos. People's best time for us newbies to buy and hold. Yeah, Jam, bro. What's up, man? Too many weekends this market. Yeah, not only that, Sparksy, man. It's also... It's just people. It's just humans. It's just humans, mate. Humans, when there's fear, people make irrational decisions. So people don't think rationally. They work off emotions. And your emotions, it's like your... What's it called? I think either the limbic part of the brain, some part of your brain kicks in, and you make decisions based on fear, on flight, fight, or freeze. So your emotions kick in, and people make irrational decisions based on that. Basically, it's like a reptilian part of our brain, and it takes a lot of strength to overcome that. Kind of wanted in on the Icon ICO. Don't know. Have you heard of Icon? I have crypto. Yeah, mate. I have heard of Icon. It's supposed to be. Yeah, I've heard a lot about it. I should cover in a video. Litecoin in free fall down 8%. Yeah, 8% just the last hour. Let's have a look. Wow. Far out, guys. What the hell is going on, eh? Well, we know what's going on, but it's just bonkers to see. Absolutely crazy. Far out. That's nuts. Considering Litecoin was like nearly, what, $100 just a few days ago? Man. Stay strong, my friends. Just stay strong. That's all I can say. This is just a road bump. It's just a speed hump. What was the high? $85 on September the 2nd. Oh no, here we go. High, here we go. 92. Far out. So crazy. So crazy, guys. it's like Boxing Day sales, but even better. I'm a long-term trader. Don't care if it falls now. Only problem is if it doesn't come back. Oh, you guys can see that anyway. Why did it hide that? Wow. YouTube's got some crazy bloody censorship stuff, guys. I'll tell you that right now. It gives me so many options to like hide things and that. And the only stuff I ever hide is referral links because I don't want people to get hacked. That's the only thing I ever hide, guys, is people putting links in the comments because I get really worried about people getting phished, scammed, or hacked, or getting viruses on their computers. And if people are just, yeah, there's been a couple of trolls when I first made this channel too. They were just talking crap. That's the only stuff I'll ever do because people, you know, this is a democracy, not a dictatorship. What's your opinion? Should I keep Bitcoin or buy altcoins? I have some Bitcoins, not sure what to do. My advice, mate, just hold on. Hold on. You'd only put in money right now if you really know what you're doing. About to hit the psychological 3 grand barrier. Looks like the market cap is dipping under 100 bill. Yeah, probably is, guys. It's like we're on the roller coaster, eh? Just watching the watching the dip live. Bonkers. Anyone new that's watching this that you've just come into this market and you're seeing these drops, go to my videos, watch my HODL motivation video. Turn your volume down if you've got headphones on because I accidentally left the rocket sound a bit too loud when I did the edit. And then I published it and I was like, wow, that's pretty loud. So just turn your volume down, but you'll laugh. You'll know what I'm getting at. I'm just poking fun at the roller coaster. That's all I'm doing. Should I invest more? Oh, clumsy. It's up to you, man. You know, my job is just to give you as much information as possible to allow you to make the most educated decision. It's up to you, mate. But if you're new to this, clumsy, it may be a good time just to wait. Just to wait till it picks up a little bit, mate. Just for your own psychological benefit. You don't want to stress yourself out too much, mate. Do you feel the market's completely overreacting? 100%. 100%. That's psychology for you. Not crypto related. I haven't voted. That's the truth. I'm lazy. I need to get onto it. I'm so busy, guys. It's ridiculous. I'm lazy because I'm so busy. That makes sense. I'm new. Started 3 weeks ago. Good thing I still have more fiat. That's funny. Only been in since end of August. Guess I was what you call a FOMO buyer. We're all there, Will. We're all well. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you FOMO hasn't got me a few times. I'd be lying. FOMO gets the best of us, mate. Trust me. I know some very experienced traders and people been in this market for a long time. And if they tell you that they haven't been hit by FOMO, they're lying. Check Ants Crypto on Facebook. Just pay to start as a new viewer, learn to smart from mistakes. It's alright, man. You learn. Everyone learns. Litecoin, 35 bucks. You want Ether Delta Very. Not sure what that is. Why is this worrying anyone? If you're a new investor, hold till things get rock bottom. If you have crypto, just hold till things turn around. Is there more to it than that? Yeah, but that's, like, you're right, but you're assuming that everyone is in your position. They're not. When people come new to the market, there's emotions, there's people learning. They'll get there, man. It's alright. They'll get there. I wonder if a lot of people are getting margin calls, and that is a further driving the price down. Maybe, mate, but I'll tell you what, crypto, the whales in this game, like the big whales, the people that have been in this for probably 5 or 6 years, would be accumulating like you would not believe. The real big players, the people that aren't public, that you don't see. What can we have a look at, guys? I like this one. Russian central bank categorically against regulating cryptocurrencies money. This is good. Russia seems quite progressive, eh? Must say. Because as I've said before, we understand there's foreign currency states which issue economic central banks supporting it. Here the phenomenon of cryptocurrency is less understood. Speaking at a forum, I don't know if Russia just likes to go against the grain just to rev up the West or not. Probably. If they do, then that's funny. Russia continues to present a mixed perspective on how to regulate crypto assets. Yeah, because they've contradicted themselves a couple of times. But at least they changed their mind. At least they're not letting pride get in the way. That's the good thing. It's quite annoying when pride gets in the way of logical decision making. Breaking. All Chinese Bitcoin exchanges. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. All Chinese virtual cryptocurrency exchanges must stop trading to remain compliant. Regulators have announced. How does that make sense to stop trading and then be compliant? What are they complying with if they're not trading? Just existing? Information slowly appeared from China appears to confirm that trading will no longer be legal for Bitcoin to fiat platforms. Bitcoin prices are already reacting with 24-hour losses approaching 21%. Cryptocurrency CEOs have reacted to blah, 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 speed, blah, blah, blah. Price is always a solid metric of the market's greed and fear and reflects regulatory uncertainty. This also signals the development of non-custodial and decentralized models will accelerate. Correct. Regulation is neither necessary nor possible for decentralized models. Correct. And the future may have gotten just a bit brighter by nudging the cryptocurrency to develop high-speed non-custodial exchanges. Chinese investors became notorious for their short-term trading activities, which often influence Bitcoin volatility. The latest regulatory warnings produced a second mass exodus to P2P trading platforms. With sanctioned Bitcoin to fiat trading looking to stop in China altogether, a major market influence will disappear. But this may not be the case forever. Yeah, of course. China's practically building a cottage industry for mining, exchanging Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. It's hard to believe that they intend to exit a market with so much potential. I agree with that. Even if the apparent ban on ICM seems to be more of a stopgap in order to get some policies in place, if anything, this example shows the volatility of the space and that some market makers can likely take advantage of an unclear news cycle. Yeah. To create a sell-off and buyback opportunity. Yeah. Smart. Just temporary, guys. It's just temporary, that's all it is. Crazy, but you're probably going to see some more drops. Probably going to see some more drops. $50 people now. That's crazy. Oh my god, it's about to go on to $7. Oh my god. After October, everything will be mooning because of China president. What's he see? Even if it does crypto, there'll be a point where it stops and it'll start to pick back up again. If anything, like even if the news out of China, well, it isn't good, but it's certainty. Like people can move on, so that's the good thing. Whenever I have Bitcoin, I trade it for alts. Is there really a benefit to hold Bitcoin? I find it hard to hold on to. Yeah, I agree with that, Alison, but there is a benefit. It's because it's lower risk. You need to diversify your portfolio in many different ways. One is risk. So you're better off holding the majority of your portfolio in a low risk asset class and having a smaller percentage in higher risk. But that depends on you. I hold more in higher risk and less in lower risk. But I've been around for a while and I've done different stuff and I'm pretty resilient. But my long-term strategy is to convert that most of it into lower risk and smaller portion into higher risk. Didn't China ban the internet once? China, mate, I've been to China and let me tell you, not many things work. Like Facebook doesn't work, Google doesn't work. I think I was having to use Snapchat to contact my wife because half the normal Western platforms, they don't work. They have been They've been censored. Always buy what China bans. It's not bad advice. China ban Katy Perry. Really? That's hilarious. Facebook, YouTube. Yep. That's right, Richard. 100%. Where do you expect it to turn? I'd rather not put a figure on it, Arjun, because I think it's based on the news. That's the hard thing. That's the hard thing. It's based on news. It's time to sell. There is rumors that the US is going to follow suit. This ain't fun. It's facts. Yeah. I don't know, guys. How does that work, though, Dwayne? Because in New York, they have official legislation that allows exchanges to be registered under state law. Coinbase is registered in New York, which is why a lot of people use it. So I don't know how that really makes sense. I hope you're not just fear-mongering. What percentage do China hold in crypto? Good question. Tether down. The government can't really stop them. China about. Iran banned the happy song. China has got their own platforms, underestimated platforms like WeChat. Yes, that's right, Ruben. Yeah, WeChat's massive in China. Massive. Huge. That's why Neo was so big. Because Neo is like, well, it isn't the Chinese Ethereum. It is like an Ethereum product, but it uses different programming languages, so it's different to Ethereum, but it comes out of China, so yeah. That's why I have Alibaba. Alibaba's like another massive, like Amazon. It's just so big, and if there's one thing I learned from it, it's that China likes their own products the most. 100%. Ruben, you're 100% on the money, mate. Previous highs, new lows. Hit that like button, people. Thanks. IRS considers crypto to be property, not currency. It was America who started it all. Got to 54 people now. What? That's crazy. Probably going to go in like 10, 15 minutes too, guys. Just so you know. But this has been so much fun. I'm so grateful for everyone that's jumped on. That's way more people than I expected. 50 people. What? That's so crazy. Love reading the comments. Really appreciate you guys. It means a lot. It really means a lot. I think China's going a bit too crazy with banning crypto. I agree, mate. I agree 100% with you. How about a search on what crypto to load up on when this current fall hits rock bottom? Yeah, maybe. Not sure if I have the balls to go for Neo. Yeah, good work, crypto. Yeah, Neo was like, Neo's too high risk at the moment. I personally, like I've said, I've got Neo and I'm holding it to the end. But if I was new to the market, I would be going for safer bets at the moment. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it, man. We'll give you a sub, bro. Thanks, Darktron. Have a frothy. Hell yeah. You know, on this old stubby. Ew. Bacon, egg, and cereal. How was your beer? It's good, man. Stella Artois. J'aime de bière. Très bien. Crypto for life. Yeah, boy. Don't they see the value of blockchain technology? No, they don't. They're either one or two things. They're either ignorant or stupid. Or naive. 3. Ignorant, stupid, or naive. Maybe all. They clearly haven't read up on blockchain technology, which is... That's the thing, guys. Like, crypto, like blockchain and cryptocurrency go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. Blockchain has so many use cases. So many across every different industry. Every different industry. Which is why all these ICOs are doing... have got different ideas. Because they're meeting... They're basically filling the gap for what industries wanted to do with previous database and standard sort of internet technology. They're now filling the gap with blockchain technology, which allows encrypted packets of data, which couldn't be done before in a decentralized way. That's why blockchain's massive, and that's why it's not going anywhere. Because they can't. Like, it's going to change everything we do. Dubai issues public warning against ICOs, joining global wave of regulators. What? Serious. Tell me this isn't coordinated, guys. Tell me it's not. Dubai Financial Services Authority issued a public warning against ICOs. That's cool. Like ICOs, I get it. I get it. The DFSA has warned the public that some types of offerings, including ICOs, should be regarded as high-risk investments. That is smart. I 100% agree with that. It is a high-risk investment. Those include offerings that are made on a cross-border basis. Yeah, I don't know why that's any more risky than a normal one. The move follows similar warnings issued by financial regulators, agencies from China, Singapore, Canada, Malaysia, the US, blah, blah, blah. Dubai regulators concern ICOs can be marketed to inexperienced investors who may seek exposure without carefully weighing the risks. Here's the thing, like, how much do you constrain a person to make their own decisions, and how much do you protect inexperienced people from losing money? That's the thing. There is a balance. Inexperienced people should be protected to some degree, but you can go too far and then you are inhibiting a human being to make their own decisions. It's a balance. The DFSA wishes to highlight that these types of product offerings and the systems and technology that support them are complex. They have their own unique... Like, what? But why release this news now? That's why I'm puzzled, guys. Of all the times they could have released... And this is coming off the back of Dubai saying that they wanted to be one of the hubs for blockchain technology and fintech. DFSA does not currently regulate these types of offerings, nor is able to issue license to firms to offer products. Weird. Farad crypto token at a hotel, blah, blah, blah. The Farad crypto token digital currency. Ultra capacitor cells. The fact that these tokens are generally in line with the production of Farad capacitors. Wow. It's just weird, guys. The timing, I don't know, I'm just sus on the timing, eh? I'm really sus. I'm really sus. Call me a conspiracist, whatever. I'm sus, guys. It's just too many weird coincidences. What do you guys reckon? Like this? Yeah, man. You're telling me. China's planning to make its own cryptocurrency, buy the dips and hodl. Yeah. Good advice, Jacob. Prediction for now China will start allowing regulated exchanges. Crypto coin, not a bad prediction. Logical. What do you think of the safe bets? Stick to English. Yeah, you're right. I'm a rookie, man. Go easy on me. Go easy on me. Couldn't agree more. What app would you recommend to follow the markets? I just took a CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap's the best. Safest bets, gold and silver. Yeah. It's a matter of concern, to be honest. I think America will be next to create ICO and things like that because they were the first. Well, they sort of already have, haven't they? Haven't the SEC stepped in and they've already classed a lot of cryptocurrencies to be securities? Have you heard of the USA trying to make FedCoin? No. A safe bet will be waiting to see where Bitcoin goes. If it starts going up in the buy, that said it could go wrong. This amount of FUD is extreme. Yes, it is. Don't invest in no credit to lose. Yes, good advice, Anthony. This is going to massively shake out the weak hands. Good things my hands are very large. Doesn't mean they're not weak. Do you guys think the November fork has anything to do with this? No, I don't, actually. No. Crypto is like fishing, 10%. Yeah, good analogy. Good analogy, guys. Good analogy. Alright, guys, I'm going to head off. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm so appreciative. What did you guys think? Did you like it? Would you like to see... Would you like this more? I'd love your feedback on that. This was a lot of fun. Like, I genuinely really enjoy doing this with you guys, and I want to do it more. It's probably one of the best ways to actually get in touch with you guys. I'm telling you, man, I'm rolling with Roger Ver and Craig Satoshi right. Bitcoin Cash has big China developers. That's why they declare war on Bitcoin. Yeah, man. Thanks, Darktron. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. When are you next live? Good question, Coach. I'm so busy at the moment because I still work full time. So pumping out these videos is so much work. Let me have a think about it. I'll have to have a think about it. Maybe like if I do it once a week, it's probably a bit too full on at the moment. Maybe. The screaming guy, Supo. I love Supo, man. I love Supo, man. He was a massive inspiration for me to start a YouTube channel. Huge inspiration. He's a really good guy. All right, more please. Great, mate. Very new to this and found your advice. Thanks, Anthony. Fuck yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I'll have a really good think about the time. I'll make sure I post the event so you guys know when it's coming up. And yeah, we'll jump on and have a chat again. Thanks heaps, guys. Really, really appreciate your feedback. You're the best. Thanks. Thanks so much for tuning in and for the chat. Had the most fun I've had in a long time. See ya next time, guys. I probably spelled that wrong. See you guys. Bye.